Hello my bitty bees, welcome back to my channel. Long time no chatty makeup video. My god, where has the time gone? But today is one of the rare days that I had off where the weather was actually good. So it's clear skies, it's sunny, and it doesn't sound like it's too windy. So I think it's a good opportunity for a little bit of a chatty get ready with me today. So today I just kind of wanted to sit down with you guys and do my makeup. It's just what I felt like. So what has everyone been up to recently? What have you been enjoying in the beauty community? I think in 2020 what I want to do is focus a little more on skincare related videos, but just not today because it's been a long time since I've done a beauty video, so that's what I wanted to do. If you are noticing, my face does have some parts that are actually already done, so I have my contact lenses in. For my contacts today, I'm wearing the Olens Russian Velvet in the brown shade. I also have already done my eyebrows, and for that I just used my Innisfree brow pencil in the taupe shade, I think it was, or the brown shade. And then for foundation, I'm going in with my new favorite, the Ordinary Color Serum Foundation in the color 2YG. And with my EOP Puff, Cushion Puff, I'm just going to pat that onto my skin. I also already have some eyelash extensions, or not extensions, but falsies on. I don't know why, to be honest, but whatever. Like, I feel less passionate, I guess, about makeup videos these days because my style for makeup has always been rather more on the, like, I guess you could say wearable kind of wedding theme for makeup. So I don't find myself feeling too eager to do makeup videos anymore. Not because I just find it boring, just sometimes I feel very repetitive, which is fine, but I don't mind a good sit down chat kind of video. So if you guys that are watching this video right now do not follow me on my Twitch accounts, I do quite a bit of live streaming now. It's really like chit chat, kind of hang out with me style of videos there. Why have I not moved my bangs out of the way? Better. So I have been really into live streaming. I mean, the past month, let me tell you, has been really busy when it comes to work. So I've been behind on a lot of my content that I've wanted to make, but February is definitely going to be a little bit more of a calmer month for me. So I'm going to be coming out with a lot more videos, and I have a plan as well, so that's really exciting. I also want to get more into vlogging again. I do miss the vlogs. It was just fun kind of, you know, being casual and hanging out with everyone. So right now I'm just going in with my Jeffree Star concealer in the shade, I feel like it's C something. C13. I'm almost completely out of this concealer. I've had it for just under a year, and I'm shocked it lasted that long, but it's one of those concealers where a little bit does go a long way, and I think I actually will repurchase this. If you guys have any recommendations on a good liquid concealer for the under eye area, please let me know. I'm always down to try a new concealer. One thing I have noticed within the past few months though is that my skin is looking so old recently. Next, going in with my Jeffree Star powder in beige. Also probably going to end up repurchasing this powder. It ended up being my favorite. It's so funny because when I first started using these products, when I originally got them, they were kind of breaking me out, but then I just kind of continued to use them because of convenience mostly. And I stopped getting like irritation and breakouts from it, which was really interesting. I guess it just took a while for my skin to adjust to the products. But overall, like, not bad at all. Ended up becoming one of my faves. And I really don't like use a lot either. Just kind of like a nice light dusting over the areas that I do tend to get a little more on the oily side. I do like to dust a thin layer over my eyes as kind of like a prep to smooth and balance out the area before I go in with any eyeshadows, just so things apply a little more evenly. Ooh, since this is a chatty kind of get ready with me makeup tutorial, one thing I have not officially shared on my beauty channel here, but I have shared on my Twitch, and I think I've shared it in my vlog channel, I'm not too sure, but in just under 2 months, I am officially going back to Tokyo, Japan. Oh my gosh, so I'm not too sure if I ever really ended up sharing the details on why I'm going back to Tokyo, Japan, but basically I'm a very, 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 very lucky girl, and my boyfriend gifted us a trip to Japan for Christmas. Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. Next, going in with my Sleek Makeup Contouring Kit in the shade Medium. I'm just going to be taking the bronzing shade there with a very kind of loose, flimsy powder brush and just picking up a little bit and tapping off the excess. I'm just going to go ahead and really lightly just contour my cheeks. So what I like to do is just kind of gently pat in that area, not really focusing too heavily on certain parts, just kind of dispersing the color nice and evenly, and then pulling whatever is remaining around to get a little bit more of a defined look without being too heavy. One thing I have noticed now that it is the winter season is I'm not feeling the need to heavily contour or bronze up my skin, just because I feel like it looks a little too over the top this time of year, at least for me. And then just taking whatever onto the lower part of the jaw and neck. But yes, Japan, that is where I'm going to be. March 25th to April 8th, I'm going to be in Tokyo, and we have a bunch of stuff planned. So I'm going to be mostly in Tokyo the majority of the stay, but we're also going to be going to Osaka and Kyoto as well, and an area in Gunma to a ryokan onsen. That's like a huge kind of life bucket list thing for me, is to do ryokan. If you're not familiar what ryokan is a traditional style Japanese hotel with onsen hot springs, public and also private. So we got private ryokan onsen, which means that inside our traditional Japanese hotel room, we're going to have our own private, I think with the one that we got has an private open air bath, which is onsen, like natural hot spring. Oh my gosh, you guys, so expensive, but worth it. Oh my gosh, you don't even know how excited I am for that. So excited. That's the one thing that I wanted to do when I was living in Japan, but it just for some reason never ended up happening. It's just crazy how fast time can fly, because while I was in Japan, I remember I didn't really feel any urgency to do things, but I really should have, I guess, tried a little harder to do more of the things I always wanted to do while I was there. But I think while I was living there, I just got so absorbed into, the daily vlogging and stuff that my life kind of became that. So I feel like I did kind of miss out on things I should have done just because I was too preoccupied with my working and then also vlogging and YouTube. And also, for some reason, I just felt like no one would have wanted to do that with me, even though I never asked. Like, I never really felt like I had anyone to do these things with. So it's nice that I will have my boyfriend with me now. So if you guys are curious on keeping updated on what I get up to in my daily life and just hanging out and chatting with me, you should definitely come find me on my Twitch channel. I have it linked in the description box all the time. That's where I'm active the most, aside from Instagram. But I'm going to be honest, January and December were both really, really slow months because of the holiday season and then just kind of getting back into a schedule. So that is my rough contour of my nose. Super, super simple. And I'm just going in with whatever powder is left over on my brush, pinching it so it's a little more dense. and just kind of buffing those edges so that it doesn't look too harsh, but then also it's still a little bit defined. So next, I'm going to be going in with my new favorite blush. This is the Innisfree blusher in shade number 3. It's a nice peachy tone, so it's a really good for more or less any time of the year, I've noticed. Or I think overall peachy tones just work well with my skin tone. But anyway, recently I've been trying a different look where I'm like focusing more of the blush on my like upper part and like all over here as well. Like I still kind of put it on the apple of my cheek, but I'm pulling it up in, or like right under my eye area as well. And then kind of all over. Ooh, I think I got a little too much blush on. It's the one thing I'm not really used to anymore is doing my makeup in a tiny mirror. Like I pretty much trained myself to be good at putting my makeup on in a tiny mirror, specifically for the purpose of making YouTube videos. But, oh, after not doing it for a while, it's like, whoa. Anyway, once again, just going in with my brush from my face powder, I'm just going to go ahead and buff those edges and kind of disperse that color so it doesn't look too crazy. Next, I'm going to be going in and taking this Sleek Makeup highlighting palette, which I didn't even realize I owned. I forgot about it for years. Like, I've quite honestly owned this product for years, and I just never used it. And then I used it one day like a month ago, and I was like, this is so good. How have I not been using this? But anyway, I'm going to be taking the color right here. It's more of the kind of neutral pinky shade. Picking it up with this flat foundation brush. And I'm just going to pull that over my cheekbones, and you can kind of see that highlight is intense. Like, it's such a good highlighter. Going in with my usual nose and eye highlighting brush. This is the Exact Blend E32 by Sigma. I've had this for forever. And just right in the center upper portion of my nose. So not at the end of the tip, but the upper top center. And then I like putting a little bit onto the sides of the nostrils as well. And then I'm also going to add it right under my brow bone. My eyebrows are already done, so I don't need to do anything there. My gosh, it's such a good highlighter, my gosh. And then the inner corners of the eyes. Next, it's time for the eye makeup look. Okay, so this one's an interesting one. I tried it recently. I can't remember what colors I used, but we're gonna just go into this custom-made ColourPop palette that I made years ago. Love it to death. And I'm just gonna be taking a nice, actually no, yeah, I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna be taking this dense medium eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to be diving into what color should I pick up today. I want kind of a peachy, so I'm going to be taking Sea Stars, and I'm going to be mixing it with Labyrinth. So this one's kind of like a rosy kind of mauve, and this one like a dusty rosy mauve, and this one's more of that warm kind of, I don't even know how to explain, like fawn doe color. I'm going to be mixing the two. They are both matte shades. So diving into Sea Stars with my brush, and then also diving into Labyrinth, tapping off the excess. I'm just going to go ahead and apply this all over my eyelid. So packing that on. And just blending it upwards all the way towards that highlighting shade we applied previously. Diving in again and taking a little bit and gently pulling it along the lower lash line, lower eyelid, and connecting it right there at the end. Today's look is going to be kind of a spotlight style look, which is one of my favorites that I haven't done in a long time on myself. I love the spotlight eye look, and basically what that is, it's having that pop of bright highlighter or glitter in the middle of the eye, and then everything else is kind of flat and dark. It kind of drives me insane because I have like this one problematic area on this side of my eyelid, and it's right here on the outer corner. I feel like it must be just a weird skin texture, because no matter what I do, no matter what kind of primers I do, techniques, softening that area, powdering it first, it always looks chunky. Like my eyeshadow always clings extra to this one section. I feel like I must have like scar tissue or some sort of like just like eczema in that area, because it always, no matter what product, no matter what eyeshadow, it always sticks there and it's so irritating. So now that that's done, I just kind of want to deepen up those outer corners, and to do that, what I'm going to be attempting to do is mixing two different colors once again. So I'm going to mix, what should I mix actually? I'm going to mix Conundrum, which is like a teddy brown, a medium teddy brown, and then also maybe I'll use Get Out, which is more of a purpley, but we'll see what happens. Tapping off the excess and then just going in with this fluffy, what would you even call this kind of brush? Oh my gosh, I'm getting so much fallout even though I tapped off the excess. Like, what? Where are you coming from? Hello? And I'm only putting this on those outer corners and pulling it in, but not all over the whole eye. It's just to kind of give a little more depth to those areas. And then exact same thing to the lower lid. So just kind of the outer corners and pulling it inwards partially. I'm going to just use my highlighting brush. That's not a mirror. And I'm just going to try to wipe away that fallout, and that actually worked perfectly. Oh my, okay. Beauty! Okay, so to finish off this eye look for the most part, I'm just going to be going in and taking this Innisfree eyeshadow in the shade 3, Glitter 3. It's essentially like a gold kind of chunky glitter. Like when you pick it up on your finger, it's like in chunks. Anyway, I love it. It's gorgeous. It really transfers nicely onto the eye. Like, I love glitters, but I don't love frosted eyeshadows. So this is just perfect. So just on my finger, I'm just going to pat it right in the middle and pull ever so slightly just to get a little more transfer if I feel like it's needed. But otherwise, it's just going to pop right onto the center of the top part of the lid, and taking more for the other side. So just right to the center of the eyelid. Pulling when I need to get a little more spread and transfer from my finger. And then I can take whatever is left over and just kind of pat it like the exact same thing, but on the lower lash line and lid, just for like a dusting of glitter. And next, to finish it off, I'm going to be taking this rose gold liquid-ish glitter eyeshadow that I got in Japan when I was living there. Really old, doesn't have an active brand name on it. I could not tell you for the life of me what it is, but it's stunning. And I'm just going to pat that onto the inner corner just to give a little extra oomph there, and just use my finger to lightly disperse and spread it out if I feel like it's a little too chunky. But essentially just patting it on nicely so we can get a little more iridescence going on in drama. And then just with my finger again, moving it around, dispersing it, softening it so it's not too crazy. Like that. If you guys remember or know me, you would recall that I'm not the biggest fan of eyeliner. For some reason, I just don't really feel like an eyeliner person, you know? Like I don't really desire to wear it too often, but when I do wear eyeliner, I love having like a smudged out smoky kohl eyeliner look. For that, I've been absolutely in love with the Nude by Nature kohl pencil in the dark brown shade. I love brown eyeliners. It's totally my vibe. So what I'm going to do, because I already have a strip lash on in a very natural looking look, I'm just gonna go ahead and create a little bit of a smoky wing just on that outer corner. It's gonna be a really soft, subtle wing, nothing too dramatic or heavy. And then taking my fingernail, just very lightly pulling at that edge to get more of a defined and phased out tip, I guess you could say. And then taking the blending side, I'm just going to soften that top portion of that eyeliner to get more of that smoked out look. Very, very lightly, like not at all pushing hard. Then going in and just doing the inner corner right on that tight line on the upper lash line, and then kind of putting a little bit right on that tear duct on the inner corner as well to give more of that lengthening effect. Doing the exact same thing to the other eye. Like, I'm really just not picky with eyeliners. Like, it's not even done to perfection, but I really like, I'm not an eyeliner person. But anyway, I'm gonna be going in with my Heroin Make Long and Curl Mascara in the brown formula. This mascara is super waterproof and long lasting, plus it has fibers. It is brown though, so it's not gonna give you that intense, like, deepening effect for your lashes. I actually am all out of black mascara. I've been meaning to go to one of my local Asian cosmetic stores and pick up my favorite, like my all-time holy grail mascara is the Lash King mascara by Majorca. I've told all my friends about it. I've been using it for like 6 years and I'm all out, and I've been out of it for a while. So I've been meaning to go pick that up, but for now all I have, like literally all I have, is this brown mascara, which is fine. It's just not nearly as much of a dramatic effect. Like, it still makes your lashes look nice and long and a little bit fuller, but it's just not as noticeable comparatively to using a black mascara. So that is it for the eye makeup. I'm gonna move on and finish it off with the lips. For that, I'm gonna be using this Old Etude House lip tint in an orange shade. It's very old, but I love it. It's one of my favorite lip tints I ever used, and if it works, it works. So just into the middle. My favorite thing I've realized that I really like to do is I love to start my lip look with a lip tint, and then it doesn't stop there. So what I love to do is finish it off with a topper of a nice neutral lipstick. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, which is one of my all-time favorite lipsticks now. It's like perfect any time of year, any skin color. And what I love to do is kind of top it off with that. Like, cause that way I still get that nice kind of neutral lipstick shade, but then I still have that gradient effect in the inner part of the lip. So when the lipstick does start to wear off, you get that revealed like lip tint look that by that time that the lipstick has worn off, the lip tint underneath isn't as like bam in your face. And it's just like a natural transition from like having lipstick to not having lipstick. And I just love the look that it gives as well. I'm really into it. Anyway, I'm going to undo my bangs, release them from it being clasped, and hopefully I didn't lose too much of their shape. Oh my gosh, the last time I trimmed my bangs, I trimmed too much. Like, I thought I was being smart and taking like a couple extra strands of hair on this side because I felt like it was kind of sparse. And I trimmed too much and my bangs just look like straight up bangs now. So I'm trying to retrain my hair to be like not so much of the bangs pulled forward because I lost that see-through effect. Like, I wanted see-through bangs, but I accidentally like gave myself full-on bangs the other time that I cut my hair. It was a tragedy. But anyway, you guys, that's it for this little bit of a chatty get ready with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. And like I said before, if you want to stay updated on my day-to-day life, then please check me out on my Twitch. I am there at least twice a week, in the mornings and in the evenings, sometimes more. It's going to be more than that. It's February. I love hanging out with you guys, so come and chill with me there. And of course, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more casual makeup videos. Lots of skincare videos are going to be coming this way. Lots of skincare review videos. Skincare, just everything skincare related is going to be coming out 2020, so please subscribe if you want to see more of those, and give me any suggestions and what you guys would like to see for content. I always love hearing about that. Anyway, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one.